you give me that?
ऐसे से first एक को.
But why are you doing some things there? Buttermilk. Buttermilk. That's buttermilk, mommy. Like this. Can you mix like this? We both have. Hey, spread it down. Mommy, drop it down.
అవునా క్లీన్ చేస్తాలే మిక్సింగ్ ఓకే ప్లేట్ తీసుకొని వెళ్ళాలి
Can you have this? Can you touch it with this? Can you touch?
నాప్కిన్ తుడిసేసి
Huh?
టచ్ చేసినాక తుడిసేసుకో
There? Where's the napkin? There?
Every day starts off with both of us making breakfast together and spending some time, and then me getting along with my work. While I'm with her, I realized the most important thing that I used to have, which I forgot: faith. Faith was the most important thing in my life when I was a child, and it slowly started fading away as I grew up. It's so interesting that when you have kids, how they project to you what faith is, what hoping is, and what being happy and optimistic is. I used to have plenty of faith. I used to believe that my dreams would come true. I used to believe a fantasy of unicorns, of all kinds of things which did not make logic in a more realistic world. but it did make sense in my dreams, and I used to value my dreams. And as I was growing up, I realized how I just lost touch with my faith, how I lost touch with my dreams, how I lost touch with hoping for something magical to happen. Even love was something that I did not believe in. I used to believe in arrangements, in relationships that were about profits. Isn't that what the world is teaching us? Or as they say, this is how society is. You need to follow the rules. And while following the rules, you simply forget that having love and faith makes your life happy. But you just forget them. You just leave them. You just throw them away, and suddenly you're depressed. You're lonely. You complain about your life because you're lost. You have nothing but just routines and schedules. I think having a daughter just made me recover that faith. I started dreaming again. I know my life is pretty normal and vague. I wake up in the morning, take care of my daughter, then I do some work, and then again I take care of my daughter. It's just very routine, but there's something I realized, that if I make it interesting, if I create a story for my life, if I have a little bit of hope, I just dream that my life is something special, I just create a special day. I sit along with her, we make pancakes together, we go out together. Every tiny thing we do, I started prioritizing it. I started looking at it as a privilege. And then I felt that this is what my life is. This is how I'm going to create. This is what I'm going to use to inspire my art, inspire me. Earlier, my life was all about, exploring, having the freedom to go out alone and do whatever I want, experiment, explore, and look at the world with my own two eyes. But now, it was all about me teaming up with another little girl who just reminded me of myself a long time ago. And I wanted to use that. I wanted to use that as a freedom to explore in a perspective that I forgot, in a perspective which helps me dream, which helps me fantasize, and which helps me retell the tales that I used to read or I used to listen when I was young. We read Anne of Green Gables together. We actually even watch it together. And I really love that book. I really love the girl who, creates adventure for herself in the minimum privilege that she has. That's her way of escape. I do understand what privilege is and how it is different for different people. And I do understand that it's not easy for everyone to just fantasize and escape the realities of their world. But I was gifted with something. I just feel that everyone is gifted, and I just want to believe that I'm gifted with something, and I want to use that. I don't want to waste that gift. Just like everyone has a unique gift, I do too, and I want to believe in that. I want to have faith that I have a gift that I can use to create. This painting is about that reality of my life, of everyone's life. I think just like we prioritize the realities of society, the realities of living, of earning, of making your life in this brutal, unexcusing world where you are never given a time, you are never given a break. I think it is also important to recognize the realities of human nature, of human mental, of human heart as a whole, of how we are feeling. And that reality is having faith. What are we if we don't have that? And that's what I wanted to paint. I wanted to reminisce with my older self, with my innocence, with my time when I was really optimistic of the world and I believed in the beauty of the world. And I still do believe that there is beauty in the world. We just don't want to look at it, because when we look at it more, we feel that we don't have strength to face the bad stuff in the world, I guess. But I don't know why we let the world changes. We let the society changes. And not just that, we even change our children for the society. If there is something bad happening in the society, we want the children to change. We don't want the society to change. If there is something bad happening to girls out there, we want the girls to change. We don't want the bad guys or the bad stuff in the world to change. That's completely against what the fairy tales were written for. That's what I would like to believe. And now we hate fairy tales because they manipulate us, because they practically have lied to us. But is it true that there is no fairy tale in this world? That there is no love? That there is no bonding? That there is no father out there who just loves to be with his daughter, enjoying his time, not just expressing his masculine energy of, protecting his daughter all the time, no, but just to be friends with his daughter, to enjoy little tiny moments with his daughter, to embrace his feminine energy with his daughter. Do we have to just believe that that does not exist and just influence others to believe that if you are that way, you're doomed to survive? Like, what the hell? I create this art like a way to reminisce my feminine energy. The energy that I just left it, that I just abandoned because of the society, because of the society's rules. And I just feel sad for myself that I let society change me. I don't want the society to change me. I want the society to change for myself. I want the society to change for my daughter. If I let the society change me, how will I stop it from changing my daughter? Maybe it's time for us to realize the realities of our inner strength, or of our feminine energy inside of us that everyone has. Maybe it's time for us to reminisce the faith in us, to just recognize it again and to embrace it again, and to teach our children that despite all the hardships, yes, you will fail. Yes, you will face hardships. Yes, there are horrible things that can happen anywhere to anyone. And yes, it's us who need to fight these battles. Not our parents, not our siblings, not our friends. No one can help us. It's but us who need to face this battle. And yes, it is important to get a little push from everyone. And that little push is faith. And that faith just keeps everyone going, and it just keeps me go on to make more art, to make more work. Because where are we? Where am I if I don't have faith? Here I am painting on a piece of plywood that I primed and just sewed, and I put gold foil on it. I'm using oil-based medium on gold foil. I think oil is a very versatile medium that allows you to experiment in 1,000 different ways. This is just a work in progress, and I'll be posting more to show the entire process. Thank you for watching.